Good morning, welcome back to the morning show. Hanging out with Jon Stavney, the Executive Director of the Northwest Colorado Council of Governments.
Yeah.
It's like smooth. The more you say it, the better you get. So,
yeah.
So we got a lot going on. I've been on your website, and you could spend a day learning about all the different aspects and how important it is for this organization.
When you get Northwest COG, the next one that I still stumble over on is under COG, we have the Alpine Area Agency on Aging.
And I even saw you look down at the card, so I know that
Double
wasn't
check
off memory.
that.
So,
yeah. So, and AAA.
Agency on Aging.
Agency on Aging. These are across the country. There are agencies on aging.
Okay.
We happen to have, with our region, we represent them.
And we don't need to get too deep here, but what do you mean?
What do we do?
Agency on Aging.
Well, we provide a number of different things. We did a gap analysis. Aging people, yeah, excuse me, aging people. So, 10,000 people a day are turning 65 right now. The baby boomers are hitting that wall, okay? And we're looking for ways to help them become an asset to communities. We tend to think of them as being just, Social Security, right? They're taking services and whatnot, but, our recent gap analysis shows that they're a community resource too. Volunteering, we do volunteer coordination,
right? Absolutely,
right, and whatnot. But we also do help with some of the traditional things you'd expect. In the gap analysis in 2011, it was identified that seniors really had a difficult time getting around. So we started actually the Mountain Ride Center, which is on our website. You can find that as well, where you can schedule a ride if you're a senior and some disabilities and whatnot as well. And we provided,
and that's into these smaller communities. So that's a huge, in the city in Denver, you're going to have those.
Yeah, we're partnered with Grand County Council on Aging in that they do the rides and we do reimbursements for the rides that they do. So if you're Medicare and you're driving yourself to a dialysis or something, we do that as well. Yeah, right. Okay. Make sure you're getting reimbursed for it.
We only had a camera on Jerry.
Pay for it. So
how about funding? I know we talked about federal funding.
Right.
And how important it is to band together to go after that.
So, one of the things that we do, and there are funds you can only get through being a AAA. And so these are some of those funds. One of the fun things, and I'll say fun, it's about aging, you got to make it fun too, right?
Go raft guiding.
Yeah, raft guiding, exactly. We recently, through a grant, because we are the AAA, did a program called Being Mortal at the Granby Library, which was a fascinating panel of locals, Don Matthews from Northwest Colorado Home and Health Hospice, Becca Ather, who is with them too, and they're new to hospice. From a year ago, you had hospice leave.
So being mortal, are we talking about mortality?
I'm sorry to break it to you, Ryan.
Oh.
There's two Unfixables. This gets right to the sort of movie that we watched before the panel discussion. Dr. Atul Gawande, he's an Indian fellow, it says there are two Unfixables in life. One of them's aging and one of them's dying. And the conversation that they're trying to, and this is right to hospice, is get people to talk about when you're nearing the end of life. Oftentimes when you're terminally, what we fight it by just, the doctor wants to provide some fix, and the caregivers, the parents want to, or not the parents, but the relatives want to believe something, a cure, right?
Yeah, we need hope.
And we oftentimes, in the midst of that, overlook like, hey, this is a key time, your final hours. What's your story going to be here? What do you want to do? What do you want to spend that time doing? And, there are people in the community who are focused on that, So it was interesting being in Granby and having this conversation. As 40 people showed up for this really important conversation, and we're doing that across the region. But being mortal, that's the kind of thing that we do.
It's just back to on the website, and it's just endless. I mean, you're broadband, internet, being mortal. It's this, it's that, it's water, it's elevators.
Well, yeah, we do.
You inspect elevators from time to time?
We do. We have a crew of 5, and that's all they do is inspect elevators for fee. And
through the Northwest COG.
How many elevators do you think there are in Grand County, unincorporated Grand County, not including the towns?
50. I don't know.
Thank you. It's 7. Okay?
7 elevators.
7 elevators, but here in Winter Park, 54.
What?
Right? Walden, 1. I know they're not in the county. Fraser, 9.
Okay.
So it's one of those things that we provide a service and we house this because it's really complex, the training for it. And, it's hard for communities to provide for themselves. How's the business? It's you can finish that, right?
Yeah,
what do you
think? It's going. It's up and down, right?
Up and down, exactly. So you could be in elevators too.
Yeah, that's right. All right, John, just to lighten the load a little bit here, because we covered a lot of information,
Yeah.
so I'm going to ask everyone to rewind their DVR, watch it all again, just to get all the info down, and then, but one of our favorite little things here is a little bit of a this or that.
Oh,
And so
okay.
just either or game.
Yeah.
Some are more appropriate than others, but we'll keep it pretty simple for you.
Okay.
Cake or pie?
Pie and probably grandma's apple pie with some a la mode ice cream.
Facebook friends or real friends?
Real friends for sure.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix,
A hamburger or a taco?
hamburger.
All right. Couch or recliner?
With local Grand County meat.
Couch or recliner?
Recliner.
Okay, good answer, because you're in a chair and not a couch, because we got rid of our couch. So I'm going to end on that one. But John, thanks so much. We definitely would love to have you back and chat a lot more, because there's a lot of different directions we can run with the Northwest Colorado Council of Governments, Northwest COG. The website, I'm just going to point like this, because we're going to put it below me. And check these guys out. They serve such a wonderful purpose here to us mountain folk, or the rural folk of Colorado, which is quite a different array of people. So definitely appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, John. We're going to take a break and stick around, because we're going to stop down to Grapes and Grains a little later in the show here and see what kind of Colorado whiskeys, beers, and other delicious delicacies they have down there. So
A little early, isn't it?
yeah, it's never too early for it's never too early for me. There's corduroy for me to shred, so I always like to warm from within on a cold morning.
There you go.
All right, stick around. We'll be back.